Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to go over how you can have one in-ear monitor transmitter and two in-ear monitor receivers to get separate mixes. So one transmitter is going to send to two different receivers, two separate mixes. Before we do this video, I'm assuming that you know a little bit about how in-ear monitors work. If you're brand new or almost brand new to in-ear monitors, I would recommend watching my first two videos in my in-ear monitor series. The first one is an absolute beginner's guide to in-ear monitors, and the second one is how to run your own in-ear monitors for your band. So I would definitely watch those before you watch this, just to get an understanding. In order to do this, you need a system that has two inputs and runs in stereo. So most in-ear monitor systems are going to be compatible with this. I'm going to be doing the demo in the PHEYNX PTM10. This also works with my Sennheiser EW300s. This also works with the SHURE PSM300s. You have to have a transmitter that transmits in stereo and a receiver that can be set to stereo or mono. Those are the requirements. Most of the time, if you have the two inputs on the back, left and right, and if you have a way to change the focus or the balance. So this one I'm panning to the left, and now I'm panning to the right, so on and so forth. If you're able to do that, your system should work with this. The one that does not work is the old SHURE PSM200s. I know you get two inputs on that, but you don't have the ability to pan those or set it from stereo to mono. So it won't work with those, but it'll work with these. So I'll tell you right now, if you 100% need a stereo monitor mix, go ahead and shut the video off because this is not going to work for you. With this setup, you can either send one stereo mix to one receiver or two mono mixes to two receivers. So if you're interested in only stereo, this isn't going to work for you. I usually run most of my systems in mono, so it's not really a problem, never has been for me. I actually prefer to run it in mono, just my personal taste. So a couple of steps that you have to do here first. So you have to set your system. You have to set the transmitter. See where it says mono or stereo? It needs to be set to stereo. So my system is set to stereo. Just figure out how to do that with yours. Then on your receiver, you need to set it to mono. So the way that you do that on mine, I hope you can see this, is you're going to scroll through the limiter. FO is on or off. Off means that it's in mono. That's how this system works. It's kind of a little bit weird, but that's how this one works. So again, set this to stereo, set this to mono. Okay, so now how you have to set this up. In the back, decide who's going to be left and who's going to be right. So plug mix 1 for musician A in the left channel. Plug mix 2 into the right channel for musician B. So this is the way that I have this set up for this demo. I have a piano patch going into the back, which is the left side. And then I have a drum sample going into the right side. And then I have my receiver plugged into my interface so that you can hear what it's doing when I pan. So now what you do, all sorts of noise, just chaos right now because it doesn't fit, because right now you're getting both mixes. Now once I start panning all the way to the left, now all you can hear is piano. Hear it? Now I'm going to start panning all the way to the right. This system's a little bit weird that it says, you know, which way it's going up by, and then it goes to A, B, C, D, E, F. It's kind of odd. But now it's all the way to the right, and all you can hear is the drums. Does that make sense? Hey guys, it's me from the future. As I was editing this, I realized that you were still hearing a little bit of drums and a little bit of piano when it was panned. So that's on the PHEYNX Pro system. That is a much cheaper system. My expensive Sennheisers don't do that. That's part of, you know, when you buy cheaper, you make little sacrifices like that. It's not as big of a deal because you can tell it was very little, but I just want to let you know if you did hear a little bit of drums and a little bit of piano, that was wise, because on the cheaper systems, it doesn't pan 100% right and 100% left, and you get just like that little 2 to 5% of both sides. So get the Sennheisers and you won't have that, or just deal with it with the PHEYNX Pros. So just make sure that your receiver is always panned to the correct way. If it gets sent to the center, you're going to be getting kind of a mix of both, so your in-ear mixes will be off a little bit. So I hope that helped you guys out. It's a pretty cool trick. It's a great way to save money, and I do this all the time with multiple bands that I play with. So links are in the description down below on where you can buy some of these units with one or with two receivers if you're interested in doing that. Don't forget to check out my other videos on in-ear monitors. Check out the in-ear monitor series. I go over videos on how to have a DIY wireless in-ear monitor system for only $100. I also show you my favorite portable wireless in-ear monitor system. I also did a review of the PHEYNX Pro system if you're interested in saving money and not wanting to spend $1,000 for the Sennheisers. Check that video out as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel if you do that. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time.